I couldn't even get past the freaking welcome screen before my stream crashed. Sometimes I don't get things. Oh, hey, my game is frozen. Hang on a sec. Hopefully things are stable. I really am praying. Honestly, at this point, I'm almost considering not streaming at 1080p instead of doing 720p. Maybe that could help things become more stable. Because, I don't know. With the games I stream, I usually don't care about resolution or anything like that. And plus, I think it's better to have a slightly lower quality stream that's more stable than something that's higher quality but will crash every other minute. So I think after this point, I think I may just stream in 720p instead, but that's not important right now. Anyways, hey everybody, it's Chronofahx, your time-traveling Kitsune, and welcome back to more Okami. I hope you're all having a good day, and if not, I hope I can make it just a little bit better. So, what am I doing in front of the Emperor? Well, off-stream, I decided to grind out some of my demon fangs. So, first things first, Fogpot. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Our separation had weakened me. My power has scattered like mist. Your heart, pure enough to pierce the darkness, reawakened me. The seal of mist will protect you. My power has reached its peak. I hereby bestow upon you the power of Mist Warp. We now have a free travel system that doesn't involve mermaid coins. So now if you go to any large origin mirror, like it has to be one that's actually really large, draw an X on it, and then you'll be able to warp to other origin mirrors, kind of similar to Majora's Mask, and being able to warp between the different save points. And lastly, I'm going to purchase the golden ink pot. This will make it so that I can quickly fill up my ink pots. And what do I want to swap out in exchange for that? I kind of need this fire tablet that we got from Kaguya last time in order to progress the story. But Golden Lucky Cat is so good though. I can easily avoid the demon scrolls. I don't need the peace bell. And then upgrade the wallet because I finally have enough praise for that. And okay, we're all good to go. And also, Emperor, where do you get all these treasures, and why do you have like an interest in demon fangs in the first place? Like, I kind of get it, you know, you're rich and all that stuff, but why do you want demon fangs so badly? Then again, that's probably not the biggest question to ask. I guess the bigger question is, why was your possessed self trying to get Kaguya all this time? Like, why constantly go after Kaguya? Like, I don't think she really posed that much of a threat, honestly. My best guess is that she probably figured out about the whole possession thing, and she was about to warn people, so they captured her. But I don't think they ever really clarified that, to be honest. And actually, speaking of Kaguya, there's actually something I want to correct from my last stream, from my last Okami stream. And that involves the story of the bamboo cutter that I told. Because I actually did get a few very, very key details wrong. So, the first thing that I want to correct is, well, the very, very end, Kaguya did not return to Earth, like I said. I think I might have mixed it up with another fairy tale, or maybe there was a different adaptation of Kaguya that did that. But no, in the original story, she never did return to Earth whatsoever. So, I want to correct that. And the other is causing the whole civil war thing, and that they sent down Kaguya to protect her from it. That is partially wrong. The original story never mentioned anything about a civil war. Like, they actually sent her down as a punishment because they wanted her to experience earthly attachments and then ultimately sever them at the very end, making her feel sorrow for the crimes that she committed. I think I got the Civil War thing because another like cultural adaptation of the story has it so that the crime that Kaguya committed caused a civil war. And so they sent her down to kind of appease people to try and kind of hope that the person who caused all the chaos, getting rid of her, would calm things down. So yeah, just wanted to make those corrections right here, right now. And yeah, I think right now, what I need to do now is there's a couple things that I want to do before I go and confront Queen Himiko, because that is technically the next story thing I need to do. But first, yes, I did bloom as many of the cherry trees as I could. The only ones I couldn't bloom were these ones that have kind of a curse mark on them. Oh, I did not mean to use sunrise, but yeah, these things are completely immune to bloom. At least for now. And then next, there's this little kind of empty puddle. Go ahead and fill that up with water, and this kind of has a little bit of a water spout thing. We jump in it and rise it up. It should take us to some place that's optional, but kind of cool. Oh, what's that black bark there? I'm guessing that's probably Ami's shadow. Probably what it is, but it definitely looked a little weird from the angle it was at. Okay, break that and get a horse statue. The others... Yeah, this is a random little sky island. Hmm? Amaterasu? Huh? How'd you know Ami's name? Ah, why? Oh, that bouncing guy's with you too. Well, Captain Waka did say you guys were inseparable. Who are you calling little... Wait, a sec. Did you say Captain Waka? That imbecile's a captain? We work under Captain Waka, and he reports directly to Queen Himiko. We're the Tao Master's Special Investigation Troop, but you can call us the Tao Troopers for short. Tao Troopers? I don't know if I like the sound of that. This is our headquarters, but Captain Waka is out on a special mission right now. He told me about you two before he left. And he said you could inspect our headquarters if you wanted. I knew that Big Prophet was up to something. He knew we were coming. I bet the place is just crawling with traps. Keep your eyes peeled on me. So yeah, this is actually where Waka works. He kind of works here, and look at these statues of, I think these are supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be angels, but as a Xenoblade fan, I only see high-end tier. I only see these things as high-end tier, even though I know they're supposed to be like angels. Let's see, have like kind of a holograph type thing on his desk. What do you say? Oh, this is terrible, just terrible. Hey, what's wrong, Chief? Listen to this. I've always been fascinated by Captain Waka. That's why I trained so hard to join the Child Troopers. I'm still considered a new recruit. You actually care about that, Big Prophet? Bah, that is terrible. No, that's not what I meant. The terrible part came after I joined. I've only been in the Tao Troopers only a few days when I lost my Tao mask. Each member only gets one. Tao mask? Oh, you mean that thing the other guy was wearing to cover his eyes? What's the big deal about that? It is a big deal. The captain's going to skin me alive if I don't find it. That Big Prophet sure has some weird hang-ups. I went out for a walk to show off my new mask to everyone. That's when this strange man bumped into me. He must have stolen it right then. How could you not notice someone taking a mask right off your face? I can't believe I lost my Tao mask. Each member only gets one. Okay. Would you fellows mind searching around the city for it? Can't leave my post, and there's no one else I can ask. So yeah, we got a little bit of a side quest, and you'll actually reveal something interesting about Captain Waka if we should choose to do so. But that's not really the focus right now. Right now, what I want to do is I'm gonna look for a certain house instead. Yes, this guy. Oh, hello again, Pooch. Just look, the air in Seon City is crystal clear today. What a relief that after a cursed mist that covered the city, that no good mist withered all the trees I so lovingly tended to. But it's gone now, as you can plainly see. Seon City looks like her old self once more. Blossom Protector Mr. Flower. Mist had hindered my efforts, but now I could do the Guru Shuffle and make the cherry blossoms bloom. So yeah, kind of similar to Mr. Orange, this guy basically goes around and he basically helps bloom certain trees. Alright. Besides like evil spirits. I'm overwhelmed by the sheer number of them in the city. And this is why you want to be going around blooming all the different trees. Because this guy won't do anything until you bloom all of the regular trees. Including a few that are easily missed. Such as, well, the one inside his house for starters. I feel like this is one everybody misses on their first playthrough. I know I did. And there's a chest here. I can see the tip of it. There we go. And it contains a street beat. And Leslie. The one on his head. At last, the time has come. Though few in number, the trees that bloom are lending me their power. Alright, now, basically, we're gonna chase him around as he does the Goro Shuffle. Alright, chase and... Okay, I think I need to wait for the dance to finish off. There! Do it too late or fail to catch him, you'll have to do this all over. Hey, I wish I could jump that far. How's this random old man more fit than I am? And I'm freaking 26. Okay, so it's a tree right behind me. Okay, bloom. Alright, where are you going next? Where are you going next? Alright, next tree. You can do it just a little bit before, you just need to watch for the curse thing to basically wear off. That's when you can bloom it. See, you're not the only one who can do massive jumps there, buddy. Okay, wait. There. Alright, where are you going next? Okay, so you're going over this way next. I will get that treasure chest later. I just noticed it too. Alright, I think this might be the last tree. Because he never goes into the aristocratic quarter at all. Okay, I think there is another... Okay, there's another tree. Alright. Oh, right, the giant, basically, root at the top of his house. bloom. There we go. Phew. It worked. Got a bit out of control there. Frankly, I wasn't sure I could drive those evil spirits away. But I thought about how happy the people of the city would be. I knew I had to make these trees bloom one way or another. As long as the recovery of our cherry blossoms delight the people, I have no complaints. Then we get 20 praise. And is there anything else? Nope. Okay. So yeah, just kind of a minor little side quest. Not all that important, but it's still kind of nice to bring everything back. Plus, hey, praise is praise. And now that I've done that, as well as made the upgrades in my wallet, really quickly, I want to take a quick stop at the weapons dealer, and then we'll actually continue the story from there. Can't do some shopping. Yes, but first I'm going to sell a few things. Treasures. Do I have, like, duplicates of anything? Yes, I do. Okay, incense burner. 3 lacquerware sets. Selling 3 pearls. Alright, hopefully that's enough. Yes! 7 strike. Okay, glaive whose edge is divided into 7 parts. Grants ink bullets. Unfortunately, I don't have any gold dust to upgrade it, so that is a little unfortunate, but who cares? The sword, it looks so cool. Alright, now we go back and we confront Queen Himiko. Alright. Also, I want to see what Rao has to say about things that are happening right now. I wonder what her thoughts are. All of what you've done so far is amazing. However, the water dragon is a much bigger problem. No trading ships can get through. The city's food is running low, and the evil besieging our fair land still looms in the shadows. Now is exactly the time we need them. If only we have the fox rods. And also, you kind of saw a little bit during the bit with Rao, but another cool detail about this specific weapon, you could see the blades actually kind of running through, almost like a chainsaw. I don't know, thought that was neat. So these guys will not let us through. And... but too bad they can't catch us if they're slowed down. Or invisible. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, they're acting like they can't see us at all, but all Mist does is slow down time. It doesn't make you invisible, at least as far as I know. I don't know, I've always found that just a little weird and confusing, but if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. I can't complain too much. But yeah, we're basically allowed now into the Imperial Palace. And go. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be a few treasures around here, and some of them are actually pretty valuable. Okay, yes, there is a treasure back here. A Holy Bone M. Be nice. See, there's this, which isn't important now, but will be in the future. Okay, I think I can... yeah, I can go down the side and go into here. There's a couple treasures, including crystal. Control stick. There we go. Godly charm. And is there anything else? see. No, nothing else in here. Then in that case, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go to the opposite side, though. I think it might be locked right now. Maybe? I don't remember. Again, it's been a while since I last played. Oh, it is unlocked. Never mind. Okay, get a bullhorn. Ring the gong. Thank you. Obtain a pearl. And Northern Land. I think travel guide is what I want. Yeah, oh. Passed it. The evil demons that flourish throughout the land, no matter how many are defeated, their numbers do not thin, and the burden they place on human hearts does not dissipate. These foul fiends come from a land far to the north of Nippon. From there, they infiltrate our lands and perpetrate nefarious acts. The northern lands are feared as a breeding ground for evil. For many years, Nippon has severed itself from the land to the north, an unclean land where evil runs wild without restraint. However, it is also said that all of creation originated in the north. Interesting. Again, I hate it when a game does that. When you're holding up in one direction, it changes up the camera so you instantly go back into a room that you were just in. It always drives me nuts whenever games do that. So, straight through there is an elevator that'll take us to Queen Himiko. But before that, go around and there's a stray bead. And there is an attendant here. Or handmaiden, I should say. Why, it really is you. Her Majesty Queen Himiko has foreseen your coming. You must not delay, please. Queen Himiko awaits on the top floor. Himiko's waiting for us? If you're really the ones Queen Himiko has been looking for, even a boiling sea of flames won't stand in your way, will it? Yeah, I've had times where I left a room in the game, but because the room is entering the opposite direction, if I hold up, I end up going back in the original room. Yeah, it always drives me nuts whenever that happens. Talk about the tightest security ever. She literally made her entire palace floor into lava. Himiko takes her game of the floor is lava very seriously. And yeah, this is why doing the whole Kaguya thing is required. Because without the fire tablet, you can't swim in it and get across. Though, I think the better question is, how is this yeah, exactly. Why hasn't her palace just burnt down by this point? Especially considering that I'm pretty sure majority of this is wood, not stone. Or anything heat resistant. But again, it's based off of Japanese fairy tales and gods and all that stuff. I probably shouldn't question it. Yeah, wood and bamboo. I don't wish to alarm you, but your head's on fire. I bet that's Himiko. Looks like that freaky shut-in is praying or something. Heh. The security here was pretty tight, but nothing we couldn't handle. Yeah, you tell her, Ami. Benevolent Amaterasu, I have been waiting for you. And Isun the traveling artist. You too, of course. Hey, how'd you know our names? Anyway, first things first. You knew about that funky mist and the water dragon, didn't you? You've got some explaining to do. Tell us what you're up to.
My people. My poor people.
Their suffering torments me. Sickened by this mist, and terrorized by the water dragon. The cries of their pain wash over me like a torrent. We know what's going on. You're tormenting the people of this city. You must be a monster feeding off of the ill will it generates. Now, stop stalling and raise this grimy old curtain. Come on, show yourself, you old hag. Isun, your words are very harsh, but you are right. It was rude of me to hide my face from you. Benevolent Amaterasu, I, Himiko, the ruler of Seion City, offer my most sincere apologies. Queen of Seion City, Himiko. Rip Isun. He will be... I was gonna say he was gonna be missed, but I don't think that's true. As ruler, I can't stand by and watch my people suffer. I, Himiko, will not allow this evil to darken Seance. My prayers will not cease until we are rid of this curse. Until I have located the hateful monster's stronghold, Oni Island. What's this about a monster stronghold? Are you saying that's the source of your city's problems? Can't say I've ever heard of Oni Island or whatever you call it. And what do you mean you're trying to locate the island? I mean, it's an island, right? It couldn't have just floated away. Oni Island is elusive. It vanishes each day at sundown, shifting to a new location. No one knows where in the vast, wide ocean it will reappear. So, even if I wanted to dispatch an army there, it would never arrive. You don't say. Still, why just stay cooped up in this room all day long? I mean, what good will it do to simply pray day in and day out? My magic 8-ball gives me the answers. She's trying to mess with us? This is the treasured crystal ball. My family, the Yamatai clan, has ruled Seion City forever. This crystal ball has been passed down through the generations. I can foresee the future in it. It told me you were coming. It will tell me where in the ocean Oni Island will appear next. Interesting. You could find Oni Island in a jiffy with that thing. I love Ami trying to go after the ball. Again, one of the more charming aspects of Ami is just when she's acting like a regular dog. Exposing a stronghold like Oni Island demands much holy power. But if our enemies knew about my prayers, they would stop at nothing to prevent me in my mission. That is why I have locked myself away. Prayers are our only hope. But the spearhead of the enemy's forces may already be on its way. That's a pretty good story, Queenie. But I'll go along with it. I mean, what the heck? I'd do anything for a pretty lady. Kinda deserve that. Ouch! Thanks for the warning. Be careful. You cannot approach me now. By taking this crystal ball in my hand, a powerful magical barrier is erected to dispel any misfortune. See, Isun, you're now of misfortune. I knew you weren't a good character. You'll be struck down by divine forces if you try to approach. This crystal ball ensures my safety. Even if my enemies learn of my prayers, the barrier will protect me from their attacks. Amaterasu, I entreat you once again. Will you hear my request, the request of all my people? The water dragon, the mighty water dragon now threatens the peace of the oceans. I don't know why it suddenly turned to savagery. The water dragon is a sea god whose task is to maintain order. So, though it may cause harm, we invite chaos if we try to slay it. In fact, without the water dragon, Oni Island is beyond our reach. What the heck's that supposed to mean? Quit beating around the bush and just spit it out already. The key to reaching Oni Island lies in the water dragon. Even if the crystal ball shows me the location of the island's powerful shield will prevent us from reaching it. Any attempts to break the shield will only result in our own pain. But the water dragon could break the shield with ease. It can form a bridge over the sea to the island. So you're saying that you'll reveal the location of Oni Island and the water dragon will break the barrier around it. Is that the only way to get into the enemy's stronghold? But what about the water dragon? It's out of control, right? I seriously doubt it'll be happy to help us. That is why I must ask for your help, Amaterasu. Your powers could calm the water dragon and get it to help us. I cannot leave this palace, for my prayers require all my energy. You are the only one who could take on this important task. You gotta be kidding me! You want us to make friends with that rampaging water dragon? Well, I do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we gonna help out Himiko or what? Sure, why not? Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that? Oh, Amaterasu, you truly are benevolent. So, I entrust you with this border key. Use this key to cross the border and continue into the land beyond. It is said there is a race which controls the water dragon. They live in the sea beyond the border in the draconian domain. They may have some connection with the dragon's recent behavior. Please, calm the water dragon and open the path to Oni Island. We have our next task. Off to the north. Off to the northern part of Ryoshima. Now look at the mess you've gotten us into. Well, at least we know who's been controlling the water dragon. Let's go pay the draconian domain a visit. Ah! Camera changed again! And it caused me to go backwards for a second. Right, I had to like physically jump into the lava. And that is the last thing I actually need the fire tablet for, at least for now. I know I could keep it on and actually make me immune to fire attacks, but still. Alright. Jump over and... Hey, how'd you get in here? This is terrible. How'd you get past our foolproof defenses? I'm a god. How could we let Queen Himiko down like this? Get out of here, mutt. And it just kind of kick us out. I could have used Mist to make it go faster, but I like showing things off. Hey, Rao, guess what? I got a special mission. I had a word with Himiko. Judging by your face, I'd say she's not a bad apple after all. You were allowed an audience with Queen Himiko? I haven't been able to meet with her recently, but I'm certainly relieved to hear that she looks well. Alright, so you don't say anything. Oh. Okay, you're just kind of repeating what you were saying earlier. Okay. And let's get moving. Off to the northern part of Ryoshima. And actually, before that, I actually want to see if I can upgrade anything right now. I won't really need a purse upgrade for a little bit, so... For the first time in, like... Gosh, how many hours have I been playing now? Like 20 hours at this point? I'm actually upgrading my health. At least from the praise menu. Again, this game is relatively easy. I don't think many people will have that much difficulty. I think most of the difficulty lies in its puzzles, as well as sometimes needing the fight against the programming of the brush techniques, because they can be a little wonky at times, especially in the original versions. The HD version definitely is a lot better in that regard, but yeah. Oh hey, Double Gate. Okay, Thunder Ear and Frozen Lips. Okay. So, use Galestorm to get rid of the lightning on it. Ah! Yeah, see, sometimes it doesn't quite work. The brush techniques don't quite work. Alright, and how am I supposed to defeat the Frozen Lips if there's not really a fire source anywhere nearby? Oh, it just wears it off on its own. Okay. Okay, blow, and... I think Galestorm is the floor finisher? No, okay. Okay, charge up, strike! Okay, can I just whack it, knock it off? Come on. Yes! There we go. And there's no fire, so I'll just power slash it, even though it's not the floor finisher. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair score. It unlocks this pool, which I think is a mermaid pool? Yeah, it's a mermaid pool. Alright. What is it, pup? You want to cross the border? You have to speak to my colleague if you do. Okay, I'll just talk to you then. That's a border key. Even though I'm pretty sure Ami could very well fit between the gaps in that gate. Oh well, whatever. It's not a big deal. Welcome to North Ryoshima Coast. Now then, where's this draconian domain? Sounds like something that might be under the sea. But I'd rather not get wet if I could help it. And it's not just because I'm afraid of that pesky water dragon. It's just, you swim so slow and that practically put me to sleep. Hey, doggy paddling can only get you so far. Bonjour, Amaterasu. I trust you enjoyed your little adventure through that hole. The city's air has cleared up thanks to you. Just ignore him and maybe he'll go away. Come on, Ami. Oh, I'm so grumpy today. Did you notice the view? It used to be one big curse zone out there. But yours truly pulled off one of those great divine interventions. What? I really wanted to wait for you two, but I couldn't stand leaving the sea in such a cursed state. The sea off Ryoshima coast is back to its beautiful self. Is that what they mean by prettier than a picture, my little friend? What's that supposed to mean, pretty boy? Oh, it's just a little something I overheard somewhere. So, my little bouncing friend, you're a wandering artist, no? I want to see how beautiful your paintings are. Just one would be fine. Pretty, please. Huh? My art's none of your business. Why should I show you anyway? You really are in a bad mood today. You're not one of those imposters who claims to be an artist, but... could not paint a picture if his life depended on it, are you? What? Oh, nothing. It's just something that some old man mentioned. His grandson, who was also his apprentice, ran away from home. And he took the old man's painting of a wood sprite with him. Do you think he might claim to have painted that masterpiece? I mean, there are so many unscrupulous people out there. Sometimes it is hard to spot an imposter in the wide world of art. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Now, make it like a tree and leave. Or you can stick around if you'd rather get sliced and diced. Excuse-moi, you do not have to get all hot under the collar. It would appear I've struck the wrong nerve. Well, since I have no prophecies or anything for you this time, I suppose I'll just be on my merry way. Au revoir, baby. No fight against Waka, but certainly a new enemy. This is a wind nose, or something like that. Again, I don't necessarily have the names of all the enemies memorized. Its weakness is mist. Yeah, even though it's made out of wind, you'd think using Galestorm would be the answer, but no, it's actually mist. Okay. Slow it down. Strike, strike. And I think its floor finisher is also, yeah, it's also mist. Okay. So moving on, there is a demon scroll down there, but again, as long as I keep my distance, I should be okay. And there is a origin mirror right here. One of the ones that we can actually use for warping. Like, if I stand on here and... Giant X? Yep, there we go. I can now warp to basically any point in Nippon whenever I wish. I don't really need to warp right now, I just wanted to show it off as an example. And here in North Ryushima, there's a couple of shops over here, and actually I do want to visit a few of them. Because there's one in particular that's actually really, really handy. Pretty sure. Yes, I think this is actually it. Oh, goodness gracious, whatever will I do? Even I, the great Chef Umi, can't cook without ingredients. I'm at the end of my rope. Cyclone Chef Umi. Listen, doggy, can you bend your furry little ear? There's no good fish here lately, and I can't cook without fish. I feel like I'm starting to lose my touch. Hey, what are you looking at? No, it'd be too much effort to get all that fur off you. Were you hoping to cook Ami? Alright. So this guy's actually important for something later. We can't do anything with it right now, but I just wanted to acknowledge that this guy is actually kind of important. Even if it is kind of an optional thing, what you do with him. Like, it is not required for story completion, but I think it's really dang useful what he does for you. Alright. See a shell, pop it open, and get coral fragment. Hey, Urushima, so you got taken by that porker guy, right? And he took you to the castle at the bottom of the sea? If that's true, where's that porker now, huh? Yeah, where is he now? Yeah, where is he? What are you talking about? It ain't porker, it's Orca. He's an emissary of the Dragon Palace. And he only comes for people worthy of going there. Yeah, right. Didn't your mom teach you not to tell lies? Let's get him. Yeah, get him. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Only cowards gang up on people like that. Hey, who's that? Good timing. I'm bored of playing with him now. Come on, let's go play somewhere else. Yeah, let's go play. What do you think those little brats were talking about on me? What did they mean by a castle at the bottom of the sea? Hey kid, how long are you gonna plan on staying like that? Hey, I'm talking to you. What's wrong, kid? Hello, anybody home? Hello? Hello? What are you gonna do? Any bright ideas? I must have dozed off. I reckon I do that a lot on the beach. Fisherman Uroshima. Also, I love the goggles on the top of his head. I don't know who y'all are, but I sure appreciate you waking me up. When I ain't got the strength to go home, sometimes I nap here. You were sleeping? You really had us worried, hunched over so long like that. You're not sick or injured, are you? No, sir, I'm as fit as a fiddle, I am. Just taking a nap on the beach is all. Oh, well, that's, relief. Anyway, what was that about a castle at the bottom of the sea? Would you mind filling us in? No one's ever believed me about that. There's a land under the sea here in Ryoshima. The Draconians and the sea god live there in the Dragon Palace. The Dragon Palace is an amazing place, real pretty. I haven't been there in a dog's age, though. Dragon Palace? Land of the Draconians? They're the ones that control the water dragon. Himiko said so. So just how does one get down to the palace, bucket boy? How could a chubby, big bone lad like you elude that water dragon and make it all the way down to the bottom of the sea? Water dragon was much nicer in those days, but you can't just choose to go to the Dragon Palace, see? Only worthy people can go. If you're worthy, an emissary called Orca comes to get you. And just how do you plan to beat this guy anyway? Now that's one question that ain't so easy to answer. Y'all see that pier over yonder? That pier's where I met Orca. I was looking out to the sea when he came with the morning sun. Orca only comes if you're worthy of the Dragon Palace, I reckon. Alright, so he kind of gives us more information about how to get there, but before that, there's a couple things I want to do around North Ryoshima Coast before continuing any further. Okay, get a bullhorn. And also, off in the distance, you can actually see the tree, the Sakura blossom that Waka restored with his own divine intervention. Though, it's not quite perfect. Because I'm pretty sure you can kind of see it. Like, if you look really closely, the usual fruit that's there, it's actually made out of stone, meaning you can't get anything out of it. So it's not a perfect divine intervention like Ami's usually is. Alright, feed the horses. Right, they only eat herbs. And oh, one more thing before we continue any further. Make sure you have fish. It sounds weird, but trust me on this one, if you're playing this for the first time, have fish for what's coming. Alright, and also, do this. This is actually a permanently missable thing. Infuse the arrow with water. And now you can get the fruit whenever you so wish, and get treasures out of it. What in the world? My arrow! It just made that fruit ripen! These arrows must be possessed or something. Oh no! I just remember, I gotta be somewhere. Where was it again? Never mind, gotta go. Can't be late. And just for the record, I'm not running away, I'm just not scared. Well, goodbye and good luck. Believe it or not, that is actually permanently missable. After a certain point, Yoichi won't be here and you'll never come back. Meaning that getting that fruit can be permanently missable. Can be missed forever. As somebody who completely forgot to do that on his first playthrough, I can attest to that. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else that I need to do around here, so I guess I'll go down to the pier and we'll summon Orca with the with the morning light. Something's coming. Why does this big fish look so happy? It's kind of creeping me out. Ah! Orca! Orca, it's you! It's been a dog's age. I stopped counting the years. Did you come to take me back to the Dragon Palace? Well, that's a definitive no. Orca? This is that emissary or whatever of the Dragonians? Dragon Palace emissary Orca. At last, one worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hop on, I'll take you to the Dragon Palace. Hear that, Ami? Excuse me. I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. Even that water dragon's no match for me. You heard him. What are we gonna do, Ami? Oh, I guess you already made up your mind. So yeah, you just kind of hop into the basket. There. It's always very tricky to get in there. Looks kind of fishy, pun intended. Right, and now I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. You believe him? Maybe we could take him, use it to get into the Dragon Palace. I'm afraid I can't do that yet. Huh? You must complete the final ordeal decreed by Otohime. Only then will you be worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hear that, Ami? Hey, Orca, is this Otohime chick your boss or something? She's got a lot of nerve letting that water dragon run amok. Listen, Orca, we want to ride down to the Dragon Palace, so let's hear about that ordeal you were talking about. The entrance to the Dragon Palace is the whirlpool, but it's hidden right now to keep the evil beings that plague this area. You must find the whirlpool amid this vast sea. That is the ordeal decreed by Otohime. Hear that, Ami? Sounds like a piece of cake. I mean, the sea's packed with places begging to be explored. We'll just have to check them out till we find that whirlpool. Well, what are we waiting for? Full speed ahead, fish breath. So now we can basically travel anywhere in northern Ryushima Coast. Unfortunately, there's not really any place for Orca in regular Ryushima Coast. That is a little bit of a shame, but still. Okay. Jump up here because I want to get this fruit. Power slash it down, and what do I get? Get 30 praise for that. Not bad, actually. So thankfully, it's not like the worst permanently missable thing, because praise is pretty negligible unless you're going for 100%. But still. Praise is praise, especially a good lot of it. Alright. Oh, we can examine the tree. Wow, guardian sapling is just bursting with blossoms. Wonder how long this puppy's been watching over Ryushima. Huh. I would have thought that Isun would have said something about the fact that it was Waka that brought that blossom back. Alright. Yeah, let's ride Orca. Please don't take that out of context, please. Hi-ho! Okay, our first stop that I need to make is this giant tower over here. Because this is actually required. There's no getting around it. It is actually a required thing, despite it seeming like it would be an optional place to go. Where's that meowing coming from? I think it's coming from that tower. It's kind of creepy, but let's go check it out. Alright, get off here. And off we go. And double checking before I go. Okay, I have plenty of fish. Let's go. Oh, little kitty cats. Please tell me this is enough to feed. Okay, it feeds all 3 of them. Good. I was a little worried for a second. Welcome to Cat Call Tower. Sounds like that annoying meows coming from the top of this tower. Hey, look at those paw prints on the wall. Isn't that the mark of catwalk? It's one of the 13 celestial brush techniques. Wait, maybe that means... That means new enemy! I do not remember what this enemy is called. I'm gonna be frank with you guys. But basically, it acts as 3 separate enemies and uses... And I think they also replicate different brush techniques as well. But this one primarily uses fire. Okay. Slash, 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 slash. Really wish I had gold dust right now. Slash, slash, slash. And I think Power Slash is its... Yeah, Power Slash is its floral finisher. And it gives you quite a bit of Demon Fangs, actually. Alright. Smash that, and you get Mark of Kabigami. It's basically just here to tell you that these little markings on the wall is just a sign of catwalk. And to get up there, just mash A while holding up. And you're climbing the tower. Yeah, okay. This area is honestly one of my least favorites in the entirety of Okami. Because it really is just nothing but mash the jump button for several minutes. And I do mean several minutes. This is a very, very long climb. Hey, what's going into you on me? You trying to get to the top of the tower or something? You want an enthusiastic furball. There are certain markers that allow you to just kind of take breaks every once in a while, but that's about it. Otherwise, you're just kind of mashing A and climbing up this tower for a bit. Nothing else to it. So it's a little boring, I'll admit. Usually this game is full of really great areas or great puzzles, but this is not one of them. I will concede to that. Alright, there's another cat there, but I don't think I need to feed that one. Again, I want to try and be as conservative with my fish as possible because of something that's coming up. Okay, climb, 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 climb. Yep, just smashing B on my end. Oh, treasure chest, treasure chest. I want it, I want it, I want it. Traveler's Charm. That could be useful, actually, that can be useful. Alright, climb up. And almost at the top of the tower, but not quite. Okay, get that and get a Holy Bone S. Weird to think that that's still almost a full heal after all this time. But okay, let's continue climbing. And do I need to shift positions at all? Yes, I do. Okay. But yeah, you can only do this on the markings like this. Okay, climb, climb. Okay, I need to shift over just a little bit. Also, try not to tackle the wall. That's actually gets you away from the wall and makes it harder for you to climb. Just mash A. Don't do any sort of tackling or anything like that. Alright, no treasure, probably just another cat to feed. Which I may just do off stream, so it's not that big a deal. Okay, climb up and up. Jump to the side and continue to climb. Okay, off to the side, just shimmy to the side. Going side to side with this ability is a little wonky. That is another issue I kind of have with this specific ability. Because going up and down, that's easy. But going side to side, that's when things are a little weird. Alright, get a straight bead for that. Alright, back to climbing. Climbing up to the side. And another rest point. You can usually tell when it's a rest point because of the red line. The red line usually tells you whether or not it's actually a resting point or not, and will erect this like wind barrier. Okay, off to the side. And up we go. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, we're at the top of the tower. And obtain a mermaid coin, because there is indeed a mermaid spring here. And again, I really hope you brought fish with ya, because it's actually required for this. Let's see, a little further up, there's a treasure chest over here. Containing incense burner. Pretty nice. Anything else? Anything else? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's continue up. Alright. Normally there would be something here, but that's for later. Alright, go around because over here is... Yes, a cat. Ami, look. It's a little kitty cat over there. Wonder what it's doing all alone up here. It couldn't have climbed all the way by itself, could it? Surely there couldn't be anything to eat all the way up here. I sure hope you remember to bring feedbacks because this cat is actually required to feed. So for those of you who think you can do a whole run of Okami without feeding any animals, sorry to disappoint you, but it's literally impossible. It stopped meowing. Huh? A constellation? Here? There it is. Like, where are the rest of the lines that are supposed to point me where I'm supposed to put the stars at? Ah, yes, the zodiac animal, the house. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. The swirling whirlpool of evil below has driven me to this height. From this perch, I observe the world below and its descent. If my power is needed once again, I, Kabagami, god of walls, shall gladly offer a bridge of hope to the realm below. Hey, I'm not your personal toy to be played with like that. Wait a sec. That must have been Kabagami, one of the 13 gods. You know, the one with the catwalk brush technique? And this kitty right here is a messenger of the gods. And here I thought it was just some stray cat. Whoa, check it out, the statue started to glow. Oh, I get it. The Kabagami statue is telling you to use catwalk power. Ami, put your brush on the statue and draw a line up the wall. That'll let you transfer the god's catwalk power into the wall. Yes, yes, yes! Wait, look at that, Ami. The mark of Kabagami has appeared on the path you drew from the Kabagami statue. Now you can climb walls anytime you want, simply by summoning the mark of Kabagami just like that. Speaking of which, remember those other Kabagami statues we saw? We should try your new brush technique on them too. So yes, if you wish to backtrack at all, you can get other various treasures, including a couple of excuse me. Including, I'm pretty sure, a couple of stray beads, I think, are up there. Whoa, that's one big key statue. This must be the top of the tower. Doesn't that wind feel great? So yeah, there's not a whole lot more to this tower. I think, yeah, over here is just another treasure chest, which might... Oh, it has the sun fragment. Right. Now that that's all... Why can't I not jump down here? Thank you. And also, again, if you think that you can do another run without... You could do an Okami run without using a mermaid coin or any sort of warping abilities, again, you'd be wrong, because there's no way down... There's no way off of Cat Call Tower without using the mermaid spring. At least once you reach the top. And I might as well tell you this right here, right now. Climbing the Cat Call Tower again for a second time rewards you with a stray bead. And no, you can't just warp to the top and call it good. No, you have to physically climb the tower again from the bottom. And I think you also need to feed the cats as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong on the feeding the cats thing, but the climbing the tower bit, that is absolutely required for a stray bead. Have fun climbing the tower a second time. Or more, if you forgot to grab fish. Alright. So now that we're back here in North Ryoshima, I do not want to have to deal with any random fights right now. Oh, there's a merchant here. Yes, that was so like hotcakes. Donuts in the shape of Oni Island. Alright. On the island, eh? Alright. What do you want to do? About... What do you sell, please? Okay. Nothing of interest. Though, I definitely want to stock up on fish. Because again... Probably not on stream, but definitely off stream. I'm probably going to return to Cat Call Tower and feed all the cats that are there. Alright, so if I am not mistaken, I think I need to go now to the Dragon Palace. Or somewhere around there. Oh! First, I'm gonna dig this up, and I'm gonna jump down the hole, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be really handy. Yes, yes, yes! This place is actually really dang useful. These things have official names, but I just call them praise holes. Basically, you get a lot of different animals, a lot of different trees, and all that stuff, and you can just basically get a ton of praise down here. If I am not mistaken, I think there's also another thing potentially over here. Oh yeah, you also get a couple of treasure chests as well. But there are a couple of, like, places that are similar to praise holes, but they have something kind of unique and special about them. And I'm hoping to find one because I think finding one of them will be really, really handy for something coming up, for stuff coming up. Though for that, I will definitely need to grind up on some money. Alright. Okay. Do that. There we go. But yeah, just this hole alone, I think got me at least 100 praise alone. So yeah, be on the lookout for these. These are actually pretty dang handy. And also the straight beat is also pretty handy, but having all the praises are pretty handy too. Okay, for that statue, I definitely need to have the camera angled like that. Unfortunately, you can't really draw out from like a separate line. You need to draw a single line from the tower in order for it to work. Yeah, there we go. Hey, get in here, and there's a couple treasure chests in here. Exorcism slip L. Pretty good, pretty good. A vengeance slip, that'll be really handy for a couple of upcoming fights. And a lacquerware set. Nice. Must be the grave of a traveler or something. Alright, jump down, and there is, well, treasure chests for one thing, right over here. There we go. Get a bullhorn, more selling fodder. And there's a devil gate, and I kind of want to swap out weapons. I am not a fan of Seven Strike. It's not doing as much damage as I was hoping it would. Alright, a couple of these flying statue things. I think these are... Dang, I'm already forgetting what they're called. I'm pretty sure I looked it up on the bestiary what these things were called, but I just don't remember. Alright. Please cherry bomb work. Nope. I read it as... Galestorm. Okay. Get rid of the floating Buddha heads, and... slap it around. Ah, dang it. Again, why isn't Cherry Bomb working? Hey, restore the tree that's right here. Which I'm pretty sure will have, yes, and a little NPC as well as a couple of rabbits. So yeah, we brought a girl back to life by defeating a bunch of demons. Hooray! Oh, hello, doggy. Have you come to see Catcall Tower? The tower was built on that island years and years and years ago. They say there's a huge cat statue at the top. It used to be a real cat before, but after it lived for a really long time, it turned into a god. That it built the tower to watch over the world from the top. But the tower was so high, the cat got scared and couldn't come down. It was up there for so long that it turned to stone in the end. Isn't that just the saddest story you've ever heard? Yeah, that is actually pretty sad. Honestly, I have a lot of sympathy towards cats. I've grown up with cats all my life. And heck, I even currently have 2 pet cats. So, I don't know, I just always had more of a leaning more towards cats. Right. So just hearing a story about just such a sad fate for a cat just kind of bums me out. It bums me out quite a bit. Alright, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can skip. And let's go. So I think one of the first stops I need to make is over this way. And hello, Water Dragon! Good to see you! Too bad you can't get me! Ha ha ha! And okay. So for this treasure chest, I can actually put it out in 2 different ways. I'm gonna choose the ocean route. Okay. Open it up and get a crystal. So I think up here, yes. Okay, so this requires cherry bomb right here. I'll blow it up. There you go. And into the hole. Okay, yes, this is it. This is actually what I was looking for. So, it's pretty similar to a praise hole, but there's no animals in here, and there's no treasure chests. But instead, it has something that is, in my opinion, just a little bit better. So first, I'm going to dig up all these clovers so I can get as much praise as possible. Okay, dig it up. There we go. Total amount offered by Amaterasu, 0 yen. Hey, there's money in here. Maybe it's one of those divine springs. The god of the spring is said to help those who toss in some money. Never expected to find a divine spring here, though. Offer a whole lot of money. Whoa, check it out. The spring got all sparkly. The spring must love money. But something will happen if you make a huge offering. Oh, that ate through a lot of my money. Dang. Please let this be enough. No, dang it. 50,000 yen. How much do I have left? Only 1,000. Don't be such a cheapskate. I have to come back later, unless... Can this give me a lot of money, please? Can these pots give me a lot of money? No, I don't want fruit. I need money. I'll come back to this later. But bottom line, this is really useful, especially if you want to 100% the game. Because it'll give you special abilities that are really, really handy. Okay, so now I need to look for Orca again. Where is the little guy at? There he is. Alright. So I think what I need to do next is go over this way, and there's another island that I can kind of explore. And yeah, this is the main reason why I absolutely love North Ryushima Coast and consider it the best area in Okami. Because riding around on Orca, kind of exploring these different islands, finding new things, heck, these are old mechanics that I think only start here. Like the whole praise holes and all that stuff. Mainly start here. So it's surprisingly kind of fun. Plus, I also really like the story beats that happen around this point, too. Let's see, another one of the divine springs, it looks like. Yeah, there's a second one. So yeah, that's 2 divine springs that I need to offer up stuff to. But of course, I can't really offer anything, so I'm just going to be using it as a praise hole. And dig her up. Go, and... Oop. There we go. Dig up the right spot. There we go. Slice up the pottery, hopefully get some money. Consume a potato. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. So again, I'll have to come back to this later, but... Again, good to know where these things are. Alright, Orca, let's get going. So I think the last island that I think I need to explore is off to the western part. Like, I think I need to go down to kind of that sandy area over there. And oh yeah, another thing that's been added. Now that I have Cat Tower, now that I have Cat Call, I basically am able to see where different statues to use that ability on the map now. Ah, dang it. Unfortunately, Orca can never get close enough to an island to just be able to do all this stuff. Like, just jump straight to one of the really tall islands from the first thing. So that is a bit of a shame. Anyways, let's jump down the clearly poisonous hole. And we have technically a new enemy. The Bandit Spider. Which, yeah, it's just a reskin of the Spider Queen boss fight from Suits of Ruins. It's not that much different from it. The question is, can I defeat it just as quickly as the Spider Queen? Because I beat that thing in like 30 seconds last time. And this thing is supposed to be a lot tougher than the Spider Queen. Yeah. Well, so far it is taking a little bit longer, but it's only because I'm struggling to get certain things. Okay, tools, and let's just blow it up. Tools, blow it up, and then one big old power slash to finish it off. Yep, not that big a deal. And for that, we get... I'm pretty sure, is this Sun Fragment? Yeah, Sun Fragment. And, ooh. New solar energy. Nice. But more important than that, if I leave, but jump back in, this unlocks another one of the more tedious... Oh. I guess that doesn't unlock quite yet. I guess let's just say, once you've completed everything story-wise in Ryoshima Coast, like, once you've completed this whole story arc, come back here, it'll unlock something called the Devil Gate Trials, where you'll be fighting, I think, something like 20 waves of enemies, except they are made way, way harder. And at the end of it, you'll earn yourself a straight bead. This is pretty much the only real challenge that Okami offers. In fact, this is pretty much the... In fact, the Devil Gate Trials are the only things that got me close to getting a game over on any playthrough of Okami I've ever done. Because, again, the rest of the game is pretty easy, but the Devil Gate Trials, I'll admit, are pretty hard. Even if it mostly... even though most of its difficulty is just from how long it is. Hey there, pup. Some folk worry about water dragon and all, but if you're gonna fish, you gotta fish to the sea. Alright. So he's trying to catch a fish, the marlin. The marlin rod. You were robbed of the marlin rob. Hey, don't steal from a god, you'll be cursed that way. Sure, why not? Okay, you got the basic idea, right? Yeah. I think this is actually required. I think catching the marlin is actually a required thing. Okay. Catch a blowfish. With a face like that, of course. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Caught a starfish. Quick, put him into a tuna can. Hello? Somebody have a can opener. Looks like it's gonna be a big one. Oh! Wow, that went up really quickly. Okay, that's one hit. Wow, it's shifting directions really quickly. I don't remember ever doing that. Okay. 2 hits. And I think one more hit ought to do it. And... got it! Caught marlin. But how will he find his son Nemo? Wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Take a look at this. The mighty king of the sea, the marlin, finally hits the sand. I've been fishing here in Ryoshima for a good few years now, but I've never bagged one as big as this before. No time to waste. Prima Dama Chef will only take the freshest fish. I'll run this over to him now. See ya. Alright, it's nighttime. And I think there's another thing on this island that I kind of want to see. Okay, there's a chest over here. For sure I want that. Contains a pearl. And... ha! Ooh. Clover. And there's a chest over there in the distance I can see. Along with another... ah! Okay, yeah, it's just more of these, like, crab guys that have fused into the shark. Okay. Okay, slash. Gotcha in 2. Alright, now that that's cleared up, let's open... I said open. And get a Holy Bone M. Take that up and get Clover. And there is another treasure chest right over here. And I'm gonna take a wild guess and say... Stray beat? I'm a wizard! Alright, don't think there's anything else that I need to do on these islands, so let's just go on to Orca, and let's actually go back to that restaurant from earlier. Because I'm pretty sure I want to go there to get something there. Now that I got the marlin that the restaurant owner needs, I think now is a good time to go and get a new ability. And, oh, another thing I really like about riding around on Orca, I love the music that they play in the background. It's so adventurous sounding without necessarily sounding too similar to, say, the Wind Waker sailing theme. I dig it. Alright, so I need to look for the restaurant. It's over there, okay. Thankfully, I think this part of the water is a place where the water dragon can't get to me. It's only when you're out in the really open water is when the water dragon will start to chase you. So I can at least be thankful for that. Oh, welcome. We're happy to see anyone in here at the moment, even a dog. It's just is there any fresh fish available. Alright, come in here and... Hello, doggy. Feast your eyes on this lively wiggler. That awful water dragon has scared off all the fish in the sea. But just look at the size of this marlin. I need juicy fruits of the sea to show what I can do. Only the freshest will do. Now that I finally got my hands on some fine ingredients. It's time to sharpen my knives and my skills again. See, as you're here, doggy, why don't you stay and watch? It's not often I get a fish as good as this one. And not often you'll get to see knife skills like mine close up. Enough chit-chat. No time to lose. This freshness can't go to waste. It'll be an insult to the fish. Stand back, doggy. Cyclone Slice. It didn't work. Try this again. There we go. Yeah, just look at the little markings on the wall, you'll know what to do. Wahoo! My best handiwork ever! My skills were getting a little rusty, but now I've reached new heights. I've matured. The fish must be fresh. The dish must be quick. If I sharpen these blades, I'll be surfing a whale next time. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good, and mother to us all. My power had diminished while you were away. But that man's zeal and your own pure heart have restored my power. I have harnessed his fervent energy to bestow upon you a new power. Dance like a raging whirlwind. He'd make a better warrior than a chef the way he wields knives. Hey, I just thought of something, Ami. Whirlwind, the other power of Kazagami, is pretty intense. I bet his enthusiasm was what awakened it. If you could do that to a marlin, just think what it could do to those pesky monsters. Whirlwind is an upgrade to Galestorm, basically making it so that you deal more damage while still doing wind damage. However, in exchange, it consumes a lot of ink. Like, doing it as a demonstration. I said doing it as a demonstration. It consumes 3 ink pots. And I sent this guy flying. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I like upgrading my ink pots as quickly as possible, as well as getting the golden ink pot. That way I could just unleash as many of these ultimate forms of brush techniques, because most of the brush techniques in this game do have upgrades to them. And they all consume a lot of ink to do so. So I wanted to get those so that I can quickly unleash them as quickly as possible, making combat a breeze, especially for some of the harder challenges like the Devil Gate Trials. Ah, dang it. Alright, so I think that is all I needed, I think. Oh, these are cats. Okay, I couldn't quite tell for a second. But then again, they are waiting outside of a fish restaurant. I should have seen that coming, honestly. $432 praise. I should probably upgrade something at this point. I probably won't need that wallet upgrade for a long time, but I might as well do it now, just to have it. And yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay. So I think with all of that, I think now I should probably go back to Orca and let's continue searching for the Draconian Palace. Really was at the pier, but Orca, I mean. We didn't believe it, but Urashima was telling the truth. Oh, Urashima, the great Urashima. We were wrong and you were right all along. All the bullies are praising him like a god because he was actually telling the truth. The whirlpool done sucked you to the bottom of the sea, huh? Anyway, I reckon I'm in a pickle right now. Well, I haven't made it to the palace yet, but I will. I will. Oh, hey, pigs! Go ahead and defeat you. Okay, get as much praise as possible. Get 15 praise. I could upgrade my health, but honestly, I think at this point, I have more than enough health for me to survive for a bit. So I think the next stop is probably just maxing out the wallet. But once I upgrade the wallet, then I'll actually go ahead and max out health. Astral Pouch I almost never touch. Because again, that only affects revives, and again, this game is too easy. I've never had a game over playing this game ever. Okay. So now that I've visited every island, I think now what I need to do is come over this way. Because I think this little open part of the ocean, I think is where the Draconian Palace is. Hey, Orca. Mind telling me how I can, like, open up the way? Please? Because I'm pretty sure I did everything that I needed to around here. Okay, thankfully the water dragon can't really hurt me here, so... Orca, aren't you supposed to, like, trigger something when I approach this area or something? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, lead me down to the Dragon Palace. Hello, Orca? Orca? Or, wait, oh, right, I need to actually do something involving that thing over there in order to, open the way. It's similar to the sunken ship in southern Ryoshima. Alright, leap out of the water and let's go. And, ooh, hello, treasure chest. I am way too friggin' easily distracted. Alright, oh hey, a bunch of foxes. I think you just eat meat, just regular meat. Alright, so I think in order to get up there to the top of the thing, I think I need... Yeah, there's a cat's call statue. There's a catwalk statue just on the other side of this bridge, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I saw it the last second. Hello, Stray Bead. How am I doing on that so far, anyway? I'm actually decent. I'm actually a decent way through it. There are a couple I'm missing in the early areas, but I've been pretty diligent on getting them as soon as I hit Ryoshima. Hey, digger up. And okay. Create that. Oh, wait. Cats. Thankfully, I don't think Catwalk wears off in between cutscenes. I'm really hoping. Oh, it does. Oh, it's not that big a deal. Okay, draw the pathway up. And also, the whole, like, creating giant ink blots like this, that's especially useful on the catwalk ability. Alright. And we have a new enemy! Again, I'm blanking on what these things are called, but basically you blow out their little, like, cigarettes, and then they come down and become warriors using their original face as basically a shield. And they actually become a lot more intense. And even wield lightning. So yeah, my advice, don't actually blow it out, because they're only hurtable in this state. You think that it's kind of a beginner's trap of sorts. I just wanted to show that off. Huh? Someone there? This is Watcher's Cape. It's said that gods once used this place to return to the heavens. At night, this place offered a great view of the starry sky. Even the Whirlpool Galaxy was visible from the cape's tip. Whirlpool Galaxy? It's a group of stars, and also, potentially, a world in Super Mario Galaxy 3. If only Nintendo would make it. They form the shape of a great spiral, like a heavenly whirlpool. But since the demon-shaped island appeared out at sea, there are more and more monsters about, and the skies have dulled. Okay, yeah, now I'm starting to remember what I needed to do here. So first I need to make it nighttime. And... alright, he's hoping for a wishing star. There you go, you got your shooting star. There, shooting star. Now I've got to make my wish right now. I wish the sky was as magnificent as it was in the past, and that the Whirlpool Galaxy was visible again. Wish granted. But that's it, the Whirlpool Galaxy. But my wish really did come true. And now for actually one of the more clever things, even if it did take me a while, my first playthrough, to figure it out. So if we approach Watcher's Cape, when the Whirlpool Galaxy spins in the distant heavens, a whirlpool shall open up below. I didn't quite get the meaning of that on my first playthrough, so it took me a bit to get that I'm supposed to do. Well, since Isun could shut up. You're supposed to do this. Use the wind to spin the stars. Does it make much sense logically? No. Is it really cool and adds a lot of charm? Oh, hell yeah. Look! The Whirlpool entrance to the Dragon Palace. Whirlpool's Galaxy's... I didn't quite catch that last part. Alright, so where is Orca now? Okay, he spawned all the way back at the fisherman's hut. Alright, swim on over. And yeah, you can also now see why I consider Catcall Tower to be required. Because you need Catwalk in order to get up to the viewing platform needed for this. And plus, I think Catwalk is also used in quite a few dungeons going forward, so... yeah. It doesn't really have that much combat utility, but... its puzzles are pretty fun, I guess. Even if it is mostly platforming based. Alright, run on over to Urka, and now we can go down to the Draconian Palace. Jump. Hi, hosts, Orca. Okay. Now we just make our way over to the whirlpool in this pitch black night. Like, literally pitch black. Like, not even a trace of blue anywhere in the sky. Oh, hi, Water Dragon. Okay, you can't get me. You can't get me. And now, for some of my favorite music in the entire game. Welcome to the Dragon Palace. It's just so soothing and relaxing. Like, this is the kind of place that I like to just revisit every once in a while, just to hear its music and to experience its atmosphere. Which, by the way, I actually really like this little effect that they have with, like, the bubbles and kind of smearing everything, making everything look blurrier, almost like you're trying to look underwater. It's a really cool effect. It kind of makes up for really my only problem with the Dragon Palace. That being... yeah, I don't think I can really hide it that much. It's basically just a reskin of Sasa's Sanctuary. Like, almost painfully obviously so. What business do you have in the Dragon Palace? You talking to us? The Draconian Kingdom is no place for land dwellers. State your name. Who do you think you are talking to us like that? Besides, you're the one who let that water dragon run amok. I'm Isun, the wandering artist and protector of Queen Himiko, ruler of Seion City. Now hurry up and fetch your leader Otohime for me. Chop chop. I've got no time for lowly servants. Himiko? Queen Himiko from Seion City? Then that white beast must be... Hey, what are you two babbling on about? You gonna go get Otohime or not? This way, O beast of white. Her Royal Highness will receive you in her throne room. Alright. So before we go up and meet up with Otohime, I do want to explore this place just a little bit. This leads to the Water Dragon's garden. The Water Dragon lives there, but has become violent. Dragon Palace won't withstand a chance that the dragon was angered, so only our own people are permitted beyond this point. You must turn back. So can't do anything with that, but on the other side... beyond here lies a soothing spring. It's a place of relaxation for us Draconians, so only our own are permitted beyond this point. Wow, they are really dashing my hopes for exploring this place, aren't they? They are really, really dashing my hopes for it. But thankfully, there's one place they can't stop me, because I'm gonna blow it up. down into the hole and somehow get an air pocket that's full of that's full of pigs and boars. However that works. Alright, go ahead and feed the big old boar. Get 45 praise, because yeah, this is just a single praise hole. There's no divine spring or anything. But still. Okay, gain some praise. And get Kutani pottery. I think this is going to be stray beat. Stray beat. And a godly charm. Okay. Loom that and get 250. Get some more money because I desperately need it for doing those divine springs I found earlier. Cut the pot. Thank you. Alright, I have about 40,000 yen, so I think I can actually go back and get that first divine spring that I found. But that's gonna wait until I'm after I'm done with my business here in the Dragon Palace. Okay, we go in here, and I think... Yeah, I think this is like a side quest type thing. Ooh, since when did they let dogs into the Dragon Palace? Still, I'm not one to turn my nose up to a customer, even a dog. The Vault Keeper. Oh, you're the market. You're the shop. Right. Alright, see, you don't really sell anything I need, so... But I can always sell. What am I thinking? Okay, selling. And let's go with the treasures. 1 coral fragment. 2 incense burners. Lacquerware set. Again, I like to keep at least 1 copy of a treasure. Though, honestly, I think you can't just sell them. They're not really used for any side quests or anything. They literally just exist to be selling fodder. But I don't know. It's just, again, it's kind of one of those habitual things that I always have. Where I'm always like, I gotta keep at least 1 thing, at least 1 copy of a thing, unless it's like a key item kind of thing. Right. Okay, I think this is actually a side quest type thing. This is the Dragon Palace, a sacred place inhabited by us Draconians since ancient times. And our first guest in ages is an animal like you. Nothing's predictable here in Ryoshima, I suppose. Canine visitors are few and far between here. Presumably the guards allowed you in here then? I see, you're no ordinary wolf, are you? No doubt you're part of some plan Otohime had devised. You better hurry to the throne room and meet with her. Hey, what about you? What on earth is happening to the Dragon Palace these days? Water Dragon going mad and the forces of evil invading. There's no end of worrisome things going on. So I think there might be something that happens later, but we need to talk to Otohime before we can do anything with those. With those specific Draconians. So let's go up the elevator and meet with the leader of the Draconians. Oh, I always love that little shot of just seeing these glowing orbs floating around. Welcome, both of you. Welcome to the Dragon Palace. You are in the kingdom of the Draconians now. I couldn't care less who or what you are. All I'm interested in is that lady sitting on her rump over there. That's your leader, right? Well, we have some choice words for her. Yes, it is I, Otohime, ruler of the Dragon Palace and leader of the Draconians. Let me guess. Holy cow, you're hot. Anyway, we wanted to ask you something. Wow, you actually held back. Good on you, Isun. Good on you. You know, that water dragon that's been running amok lately? It's under your control, right? Well, why don't you keep that thing on a leash? And what's with sending your emissary to come get us? Are you really that desperate? The Draconians are prepared to do whatever is necessary. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good, and mother to us all. What? You know about Ami? The water dragon is our guardian, deity, and protector of the seas. It kept the peace by pacifying chaos wherever it reared its head. But that all changed just 1 month ago. Oni Island, the dark place of ancient legend, suddenly appeared. Evil beings swarmed into the sea and laid siege to the Dragon Palace. We mustered our forces to battle, but the enemy was too strong. Most of our realm fell into the hands of the forces of darkness. It was then that the water dragon appeared. With overwhelming strength, it routed the enemy's forces. But the enemy's leader, the Dark Lord, had unimaginable powers. The water dragon nearly fell in the face of his onslaught. So grave were his wounds that he flew into an uncontrollable rage. The dark forces then pulled back from the sea, leaving behind these chaotic waters plagued by the rampaging dragon. So you're saying that control of the water dragon... We never had control of the water dragon. It is our guardian deity. But its madness now endangers us as much as anyone else. You've got to be kidding me! The water dragon is supposed to break the barrier on Oni Island. What hope do we have of attacking the enemy if it won't help us? Indeed, there is little hope left. It appears that all has gone as the Dark Lord planned. Would you like to listen to Her Royal Highness once more? I kinda have no choice. The water dragon is our guardian deity and protector of the seas. It kept the peace by pacifying chaos wherever it reared its head. Okay, you're just gonna repeat yourself. Okay, yeah. Heard this whole song and dance before, blah, blah, blah. Dragon appeared, Dark Lord, became angry. Got all that. Alright. Would you like to listen to Her Royal Highness again? I'm gonna say no this time. We don't need to hear all that stuff again. We can't break the barrier on Oni Island without the water dragon. Himiko prayed so long and hard to locate that dang island, and now we can't even get on it. Come on, Ami, you're a god, ain't you? Don't you have some secret weapon hidden up your sleeve? Please wait. It is true we cannot control the water dragon. However, there is still a way to harness its power. There is? Then why didn't you just say so? It is a deed of last resort and fraught with grave danger. Alas, it is beyond our power. That is why we summoned you, Amaterasu. You probably want us to go tie a leash around the dragon, right? Well, we're not going to do anything crazy like that. It's not like we couldn't pull it off or anything. Right, Ami? I mean, Orca would probably help us out, right? The deed of last resort is as follows. You must retrieve the Dragon Orb. Dragon Orb? What's that? So, you're saying we could just forget about the water dragon and go hunt for the Dragon Orb thing? Sounds like a piece of cake. I mean, we're treasure hunting pros. We already know the location of the Dragon Orb. It lies in the belly of the water dragon. You must enter the water dragon's body. Come again. The Dragon Orb is the essence of the water dragon's power. With it in my possession, I could easily break through the barrier that protects Oni Island. Will you not enter the water dragon through its gaping jaws and retrieve the dragon orb that lies deep in its belly? With it, I could break the barrier that protects Oni Island. Now wait just a second, lady! Go get some orb from the water dragon's stomach? Are you nuts? That is the only way left to break the barrier on Oni Island. Will you not enter the water dragon through its gaping jaws and retrieve the dragon orb that lies deep in its belly? With it, I could break the barrier that protects Oni Island. Whoa, slow down there, sister. I make it a habit to never say no to a pretty face, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Okay, rule 3, you can't make this joke anymore, Isu. Bummer, well, the boss has spoken. Huh? Ami! Dude, this is your 3rd time doing this whole shtick. This amulet will allow you to enter the water dragon's garden. Shell amulet. Water dragon's garden. That is correct. The water dragon makes its lair in a garden here at our palace. Here at this palace? That thing lives here? It does, but it will not attack us so long as we leave it be. I doubt we will come out alive if we entered its lair, but I truly believe that Amaterasu can retrieve the dragon orb. I shall pray for your safe return. Look at the mess we're in now. Why are you always so eager to please? Ah, forget it. Let's go get the dragon breaking orb. The water dragon's garden should be around here somewhere. Down we go. And really quickly, before we actually go into the water dragon's garden, I actually do want to go someplace else. I want to go through I'm going to go here. You got a shell amulet? You got permission of Otsuhime? Because this is actually going to be a really handy thing going forward. Okay, so first, there's clearly something broken here, so rejuvenation. And on top of that, there's a couple treasures that we can pick up, including a bullhorn and... Gonna see just another regular treasure? No, vengeance slip. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna climb up here because I'm pretty sure at the top of this is a stray bead. Stray bead. Again, it's almost like I know this game pretty well. And then we see a bunch of these draconian dancers. Spring forth, spring, la la la. Spring forth, spring. Hey there, cutie. Wanna dance? Ami, doesn't seem like we've been meeting lots of girls lately. I mean, how long has it been since we ran into a guy? I only half hope they don't take advantage of me. Me soon. I so desperately want to like you. But then you do stuff like that, and I suddenly remember why I don't like you anymore. Oh, why are you digging up this dried up spring, doggy? Hoping to smash the rock under the spring to find water, are you? You must have a good nose on you. That was my plan too. Come on then, doggy. Help me dig down under the spring. We'll see if we can smash through the rock and retrieve the spring. Okay then, here we go. I'll tell you how we're gonna dig through. Yeah, it's just gonna be basically the digging minigame as usual. But the prize at the end of this is actually pretty dang good. And unlike previous digging minigames, we actually start at the bottom when we had to make our way back up to the top. Which does make this stand out just a little bit more compared to the other digging minigames. Okay, jump up and break that dirt so I can get up there, Ami. Alright. And thankfully, I think the... Can I? Okay, I can't power slash the dirt, unfortunately. Thankfully, I don't think there's anything up top to really damage the dancers, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, is there anything about digging upward? Oh, right. I almost forgot that cherry bomb can also clear the dirt. As soon as it can blow up. Okay, there we go. Well, dang, if I remembered that cherry bomb could do that, I think a lot of my digging minigames could have gone a lot smoother. Okay, break that. Okay, power slash. And break. No, stop falling down on me. No. Man, this platforming is a lot trickier than I remember. I only hope I can get this lady down in time. Okay. Break that. Gain a little bit of additional time. I said gain a little bit of additional... Gain a bit of additional time! Thank you! Alright. Break those and... Power slash! Nope. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, break. And up. Okay, please count the cherry bomb. Thank you. Okay, wait for it to explode. And I can descend even more. Okay, hopefully I think this is the last layer. Please. Yes. And now I have to make my way down. Dig. Power slash. Power slash. Okay, break. Break with my hard head. Alright, so now I need to change the direction and... Gale Storm. Dig. Faster. There we go. Okay, and then I need to just break through this. Cut. Break with my face. And hopefully that lady will be able to catch up with me. Sweet. Okay. Just a little bit further down and I should be able to make it. And dig. Alright. Killstorm over. Unfortunately, I could not avoid getting hit there. Okay. And there should be more than enough time for her to find where I need to dig. There we go. Pretty easy. Spring has been restored. Yeah, right on! Woohoo! I smashed right through that rock. And look at that, the spring's gushing again. Also, I love the little detail that her fans are just two very large fish. I actually really like that. The spring is running again, but... This isn't good. The swirly whirly is missing. The whirl's gone. Exactly. It's the swirly whirly that's kept us all in good health up until now.
Without it, we'd lose the will to live. Anyway, enough. Just whining about it's not gonna help, is it? Everyone, we got to summon those swirly whirly back again. We'll transfer our passion and enthusiasm into the spring by running around it as fast as we possibly can.
Must go faster. Faster! Faster!
Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Followers in need and your own pure heart have restored my power. I, Nuragami, have a new power to bestow upon you. I have harnessed the fervent energy of those in need to create the power called Fountain. Use it well.
Yeah, right on! Woohoo! The Swirly Whirlies return to the spring. Swirly Whirly Spring's real name is Swirling Spring. It's a portal the Draconians made to connect to the land. If you jump in when it's swirling, you can go to different places. Sometimes we girls use it to get out and have some fun on the land. Oops, you won't tell Otohime about that, will you? Anyway, thanks for all your help, doggy. Here, have this. You'll be surprised at what's inside. I knew it. Brute strength is the only answer in the end. From now on, the Dragon Palace Dance Troupe's motto is muscle. Oh. Well, good luck with that. Boy, Ami, that's one mean brush you wield. I bet you could summon one of those travel rule pools anytime you want to. If you want to use that technique on a mermaid spring. So yeah, now we can use mermaid springs without actually needing a mermaid coin. Now, whenever we come across any sort of mermaid coin, it's pretty much selling fodder now. Because I'm pretty sure if I do this, yeah, it activates it. And then if I jump into it, we can now use it whenever we so wish. Alright, that's all I wanted to do here, so let's go to the Water Dragon's Garden. Oh, you've got a shell amulet. That means Otohime must have found you worthy. Forgive my rudeness. You may pass. Alright, I think there's a couple of shells around here that have items for us. And what does this thing have? Glass beads. Okay. And up top, stray bead. Which I'm pretty sure is every stray bead in the Dragon Palace? Sea Cat Call Tower, Dragon Palace. No, I'm actually missing one. Oh, wait, I remember what you do for that one. We don't get that one for a while. Huh? What the? It's that pesky water dragon. How many times did that rampaging sea monster almost finish us off? So it makes its home here, eh? That's one huge, nasty-looking mouth on that thing. Think you can really go in there and come out alive? I mean, we're not talking about the Emperor's stomach here. Time to pull a Jabu Jabu! Welcome to the inside of the dragon. Well, here we are. This is the water dragon's stomach, eh? Is it just me or is it unbearably hot and humid in here? With the way this dragon is running amok, I'm sure we'll see all sorts of gruesome things down here. I just hope I don't lose my lunch. Think we're really gonna find that dragon orb in here, Ami? Moderately better looking than Jabu Jabu's belly or the inside of the Bionis from Xenoblade, but not by much. And also,
just as a fair warning, there are going to be what the heck am I saying? There's permanently missable... I said piss instead of permanently missable. I combined the words. Alright, there's permanently missable things in here, so I would recommend creating a separate save file if you want to get every single item in here. Thankfully, there are no, like, stray beads or anything like that. It's mostly the selling fodder treasures in here, but still, I figure I give it a fair warning for those of you who want to 100% this game. Alright, hop up here. And... stop missing! There we go. Got an exorcism slip S. Not bad. Okay. And let's go over this way. There are some demon scrolls, but I don't think there's that many necessary fights. Like, I think there's just like one or two required fights on the inside of the dragon, but that's about it. Okay, hop up here. Water spout up so I can get that shell. Get a vengeance slip. Nice. Okay. Up over. And get some tengus, actually. Okay, so wind. And I'm gonna power slash this one. And I think... yeah, Galestorm is that one's weakness. And I once... no, I couldn't one-cycle this particular Tengu. Okay, and I think... Mists? Yeah, Mist is this one's floral finisher. After grinding out a lot of Demon Fangs, I finally figured out a lot of the... floral finishers for these guys. And, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the fire tablet for the peace bell so I can avoid these demon scrolls. I won't need the fire tablet for a little while. Okay, leap over and... what do we get? Steel Soul Sake. Nice. I almost never use Steel Soul Sakes, but it's still nice. Okay, there's something down there. I think that's a key. Okay, Steel Fist Sake. I actually use those during certain fights. Like the double trial gates. Okay, grab the exorcism key and let's get moving. Alright, swim on over and rise. Okay. So I think what I need to do next is jump over here. And can I make this jump from here? Come on! Ah! Close, but not quite. I think if I timed the jumps better, I think I actually could have made it on my first go, but nope. So instead, I think what I need to do is... actually, can I make this jump from here? Nope, not quite. Okay, can I ride the water up? Thank you. Alright. So then how do I get over there then? Oh, wait. Overthinking things. I've been overthinking things. And then I'll come back after I drop off the key, because again, if I try to dig, I'll just drop the key. So run straight ahead until I can find where this key goes.
stab you in the eye. I'll be back for that later. Again, I kind of want to go and grab as many treasures as I can because, again, there's a lot of permanently missable things in here. Okay, there's an orange mirror there, so if you want to save, do so. And, okay. So to get a couple of the last treasures, I need to go this way. I'll need to dig this up. Yes, dig into the flesh. And get an exorcism slip M. And there is one more spot that I need to kind of explore to get some items, so I'm gonna run up there and see about that. Because, yes, right here. Rise, my glorious creation, rise. Because right in here is presumably a pirate ship and their leftover booty. Or maybe even just a poor fisherman and just took one of his last remaining assets. Ah! Camera! Camera, why are you being weird? There we go. Again, the camera doesn't always wig out in this game, but when it does, it really, really wigs out. Alright, create a separate save file just to make sure. Plus, I always like having backups. And let's go into the stomach of into the belly of the beast. What's that? It's all tangled up in this flabby stomach muscle. Looks like a glass ball or something. If we approach it, it's a glass ball or something. Wait a sec, I wonder if it's... Yep, that's the dragon orb. And unfortunately, power slash ain't enough. The water dragon sure doesn't want to get that thing up. Must be something really important. So instead, we go into this slight crystal cave. After a quick camera change, of course. And... buddy, you might want to get your stomach checked. You're growing crystals everywhere. I don't think that's very healthy. A dead end? Don't know where we are now, but I don't like the look of that red liquid there. It'd probably digest us in a second if we fell in. But I want to play with it. What the heck are you doing? That red liquid is raining down now. What happened if that fleshy mass dissolves? Now you got me interested too. Melt it. Yuck, it's all squishy squashy. What's with the bright red liquid that keeps falling from it? No, Isu, I want to break it. I want to have essentially its blood rain down. I know it's supposed to be like stomach acid, but still. Yeah, step in and you take damage, but thankfully, lilies are strong enough to at least withstand it for a little bit. Alright. Let's Gale Storm on over. Just ride the lazy river on down to our doom. Alright. Just a little bit more. Sweet. Oop, there we go. And now,
I did not mean to do Gale Storm. Use the stomach acid to free the dragon orb. One more splash ought to do it. I said one more splash ought to do it. There we go. Ends up purifying the stomach acid. You obtained the dragon orb. Nice work, Ami. We finally got that dragon orb. Now, we should be able to break the barrier on Oni Island. Dude, why would you hit me with a hammer, man? That's rude. Rude. Once Himiko locates an island under Crystal Ball, the enemy's stronghold will be totally exposed. Boy, you sure had a hard time pulling that orb out. Wonder if that dragon's gonna be okay. Let's go, Ami. Yeah, let's hope that it doesn't cause like internal damage. Maybe. Nice refreshing water. Actually, I could use a drink, honestly. Ow! Why? But in all seriousness, I actually did need a drink. What the heck? Are these the vengeful spirits of the people the dragon gobbled up? No. Wait. These aren't spirits. That weird color can only mean one thing. Foxfire! We have a new enemy. These are, I think they're referred to as Foxfire. My recommendation. There it is. Use Vengeance Slips. They will combo you, and the fire will actually drain all of your ink pots. So make yourself invincible and just go to town on these things. Also, keep in mind, these things will not have floral finishers, so don't worry about that. Just worry about defeating them as quickly as possible. Okay, just a little bit more. Oh yeah, they also have an attack that'll just directly drain ink pots out of you. Power Slash to get rid of them, to get rid of the effect. Alright. That ought to do it. Oh, nope, there's more. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and do another Vengeance Slip. Alright. Power Slash didn't really do crap, but that's fine, that's fine. Okay, while it's stunned, I'm gonna do another Power Slash. And that took it out. Good. Okay. Power Slash. Do a whole lot of damage, and... Slash. Okay, there should be just... Okay, yeah. Last round. Once again, I'm gonna put up another Vengeance Slip. And also, have you noticed that I've only fought 9 of these things? That'll be important later. But just so you know, just so you're aware that there is that little detail when it comes to this particular fight. Okay, so still trying to drain me of my ink pot. Thankfully, I have the golden ink pot, which does make things a little easier for recharging. But yeah, they are forcing me to whip out my wolf kung fu so freaking often. Yay. There we go. Okay, that's all the Foxfire defeated.
Also, be careful not to touch any of the foxfire on the field. It will light your tail on fire and will slowly drain your health. You obtained the fox rods. What the heck was that? It was kind of freaky. Looked like a bundle of bamboo tubes or something. I know, I bet those are the fox rods that busty babe wanted. You know, that ultimate weapon against the Dark Lord? Ah, I knew it! You should have tried to pull the orb out more gently. I'm too young to be digested! Let's get out of here! I sure hope you got every treasure you need, because you have 3 minutes before the entire cave collapses in on you and you get a game over, if you don't escape in time. Alright, let's get out of here! Okay, jump over and... Also keep in mind that this dripping... Like I said, that dripping stuff will actually do damage to you, so be careful. The drippings, I think that's supposed to be blood or maybe some kind of stomach acid. I have no idea what it is. But either way, it's acidic and it is going to cause damage to you, or at the very least stun you for a few seconds. Alright. Let's get out of here. Water dragon. It's dead. Now, what are we supposed to do? We have the dragon ore, but no water dragon for it to control. No matter how hard Himiko tries to locate Oni Island, without that dragon, there's no way we can break the barrier. Hey, something's coming. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good, a mother to us all. I am afraid there's no time left for me to speak now, but I do need to thank you. What for? And who are you anyway? I am King Wada. The 27th king of the Draconians. Sick beard. Respect. King of the Draconians? So then you were that water dragon? It was I, the water dragon, god of the sea, ruler of the deep. Oh, great god Amaterasu. As you well know, there are ill omens heralding the coming of great strife throughout Nippon. Even the Draconians have suffered under the forces of darkness. They seek to prevent me from using my power. The power to break the barrier that protects Oni Island. I waged battle against the Dark Lord and consumed the dark instrument he wielded. But the instrument lodged in my stomach and drove me to madness. Instrument of the Dark Lord? You mean this thing? Yes.
The Fox Rods. Without the Fox Rods, the Dark Lord has limited power. Now all of the monsters are doing everything they can to locate them.
I see.
They're like a key to his power or something. I can rest easy, knowing they are in your hands, Amaterasu. I also ask that you give my wife, Otohime, the Dragon Orb. It is the heart of the dragon. It will bring peace to my people. Alas, my end is near. I have slain many innocents while in the grip of madness. I pray that their souls may rest in peace in these watery depths. These deep blue waters the people of Ryoshima Coast so dearly love. Farewell, Amaterasu. I shall pray for your good fortune.
Convenient teleportation with the Dragon Orb! Away!
Amaterasu, you made it! Busty babe. I saw the crazed water dragon thrashing about from the shore. So I hurried here to the dragon palace just in case.
Aw, you don't have to worry about us. I mean, nothing can stop Okami here. Not fire, not water, not...
Tell me, Amaterasu, what happened to the water dragon? Did he reveal the secret of penetrating Oni Island?
Hey, it's not nice to interrupt. I was on a roll, babe. Anyway, the water dragon was actually the Draconian king. He turned into a dragon to protect the dragon palace. He even snatched these fox rods from their boss.
You found the fox rods? Come to think of it, weren't you looking for these, babe?
Aren't they the ultimate weapon against the evil beings? Hey, wait a sec. What about what you said about the fox rods? You know, about the ship sinking before they reached Himiko? Why did we search that stupid ship if they weren't really there?
If you're still upset that I put you in danger, I'm sorry. But time is of the essence now. Give me the fox rods, quickly.
Now you just hold your melons, babe. I mean, if those monsters are frantically searching for them, whoever has them will have a huge bullseye on their back.
Amaterasu?
I hope you know what you're doing, you big furball.
Is it eerie lights they give out, yet somehow alluring? With this, my holy powers will reach their limit. I can destroy every last demon there is. Protecting Queen Himiko with this great power, that is my duty. Don't worry, Amaterasu. I must hurry back to the city now. I shall honor my duty with my life.
With your life? Don't go getting yourself killed, babe.
Aw, she's gone.
Hey, Ami. Quit spacing out. We gotta deliver that dragon orb we got from the water dragon to Otohime right away. We probably can't count on the power of the water dragon anymore, but the Draconians still consider the dragon orb as their treasure. We better return it to them. We can no longer go inside the water dragon, and in its place,
is simply dead life. But thankfully, I said thankfully, we can always restore life to it. Building something beautiful out of it. Rest easy, King Wada. Rest easy. Obtain a treasure box. Huh? That box you're carrying, isn't that the treasure box? You know, it contains a gas of mermaids. It's found at the base of the Millennia Coral that takes seed but once a 1,000 years. And it grows heavier with each mermaid death. One leaked gas is said to bring on old age in an instant. But that's an old legend. No one knows if any of it's true. There's actually a lot of myths around mermaids and kind of these kind of draconian people, where basically consuming their flesh or experiencing different things with them will actually extend or diminish your life's force. Like, I think there's actually myths that eating a mermaid's flesh actually gives you eternal life. Like, I think that's one of the myths about them. I'm back, baby! Oh, what a relief to see that you are unharmed. And what is the dragon orb?
Orb. That's what I always think whenever I see that.
You retrieved the dragon orb from the dragon's body. I have no words to express my gratitude. Now that I have the dragon orb, I can harness the power of the water dragon and break the barrier around Oni Island. About that water dragon, it sunk to the bottom of the sea when we took that orb thing. Does that mean the king of the Draconians is... I mean, is that king of the Draconians really your... Yes, it is true. The water dragon was King Wada, my husband. He performed the ancient draconian rite of transformation in order to battle the forces of darkness. But he was gravely wounded and flew into an uncontrollable rage. If the king is dead, then the law of succession must be fulfilled. The dragon orb has had to be recovered, whatever the cost. And alas, the cost was the king's life. Hear me, Isun. As I have said before, the Draconians have the resolve to do whatever is necessary. We mustn't hesitate. Now, Amaterasu, what of the Dark Instrument of the Dark Lord? Surely you found it lodged in the water dragon's belly. The king is dead. Long live the king. Oh, you made the fox rods? Queen Himiko's attendant took it. She said something about using its power against the evil beings? Himiko's attendant? It is true, the Dark Instrument has unfathomable power. But evil beings are doing all in their power to find it, too. I truly hope this attendant you speak of is trustworthy. All hope would be lost if it fell back into evil hands. About that. Yikes! What's up with this thing? A revelation, perhaps? Perhaps King Wada wishes us to see something before he departs. Do you have any idea what that vision meant? Come on, Ami! Where are you going, Amaterasu? No time to explain. We gotta get over to Ankoku's temple, quick! Remember, Amaterasu, there is still hope. I shall wait here for Queen Himiko's revelation. Let us meet once again wherever Oni Island may appear. May the god of sea watch over you. Let's get moving. Okay, so I think the fastest way I can get over to where I need to is actually using the origin mirror, so... X marks the spot. What? Isu, I'm literally trying to use it to get there faster! Isn't that what you would want? Heck, even if you didn't want me to just travel randomly, you could at least limit it to just Ryoshima Coast, to the Ryoshima Coast area at the very least. Okay. So yeah, now we have to head back over to normal Ryoshima Coast and head over to the temple. Alright, right here's good, Orca. Let's get going. All right. And once again, they're playing this awesome music. Like, it's the same music as what played when we carried Kushi over to the Moon Cave. It's pretty epic. Alright, so hop down and... actually, just as kind of something very quick, I'm going to equip the fire tablet because I think it's actually going to be useful for what's about to happen. Also, something I forgot to comment on, I really like the effect of the fire tablet on you and how it kind of creates this red orb, almost like a protective barrier. I don't know. I find that kind of neat. It's simple, but it's neat. Okay. Whoa, it's that busty babe. Huh? She's gone. And see-through. Wait, babe, wait! She wants us to follow her. Not again. Where does she want us to go? What the? You see that, Ami? That pussy babe went right through the wall. Well, yeah, because it's a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Hey, there's a body here. Wow, looks like it's been laying here forever. There's nothing but bones and some clothing left. Now, where have I seen clothes like that before? We're back at the palace. Huh? Isn't this Himiko's palace? Why is there a tunnel from Ankoku's temple to here? Your Majesty, Queen Himiko. Hey Toots, what the heck happened? She passed out. Really quick, I would recommend saving here. Huh? What the heck happened? Hey, pretty lady, Himiko! She's dead. This terrifying monster 10 times my height appeared. It destroyed the magical barrier and left Queen Himiko like that. Busty Babe, is that you? What monster are you talking about? That ginormous thing that attacked you at Ankoku Temple? I'm scared now. The evil beings we must defeat to save the people in the city. Their leader is such a mighty beast. No human could stand up to it. Our feeble mortal resistance is futile. Dang it! Himiko said she'd be okay as long as she had that crystal ball. So how the heck did this happen? Hey Ami, why'd you keep staring at the busty babe? Himiko's dead, aren't you the least bit sad? What's wrong, Ami? Amaterasu? What are you doing? Down, Ami! Have you lost your mind? Are you in the grip of the evil curse as well? Huh? Hanji zai bu satsu yo jing han ya haramitaji shoken go an kaiku do is saiku yaku. What's up with those freaky eyes of yours, babe? You're freaking me out. Well, carry on with this any longer would spoil the fun. You are a cunning beast, Amaterasu. I lured you to the treasure ship as bait for the water dragon. But you escaped and managed to get your paws on the lucky mallet. You even cleared the city of the poison mist. You also started searching for Oni Island to bring down my fortress. And you even managed to tame the mighty water dragon. But now the water dragon has gone. My fortress is impregnable. And Himiko is but a lifeless corpse. You'll never know where Oni Island is now. Luck must be on my side. Occupying the body of this priestess, Rao, made it so simple. Breaking Himiko's magical barrier was easy once I got close to her. Ami, where's the pussy babe we know and love? It's all thanks to this item you got back from the water dragon. All because the fox rods are mine once again. Amaterasu, you foolish beast. To think that you parted with this mighty source of magic so easily. Know that it was you who revived the powers of the Dark Lord. She's really the Dark Lord? Grand Master of evil beings? The Fox Rods made the crystal ball's barrier shatter like glass. Oh, if only you'd been here to see Himiko die. I think I'll take the crystal ball with me in the event that one of your pathetic friends tries to locate me. And if I deal with you now too, Amaterasu, nothing will stand in the way of my world of evil beings. Ami, remember the Draconian King's revelation? He was showing us how Foxface here killed the real Busty Babe. Boy, she's a real good faker. She had me totally fooled. And look what she did to poor little Himiko. Well, at least we won't have to worry about Oni Island anymore. We're gonna finish you off right here, right now. Evil Rao fights very similarly to Waka in that she will summon different swords to try and attack you this way. Power slash them to get rid of them and then use rosaries to kind of keep distance while still maintaining damage. Evil Rao, or the Dark Lord as we now know it, is actually a mythological creature. She is a Kitsune. A mystical fox that has many magical abilities. In particular, she is utilizing her abilities to basically mimic or even possess human beings, and use them to trick people. So jump over and okay. Need to. I keep missing the power slashing. Usually this boss isn't too bad. Like, I usually have a pretty easy time with this particular boss fight, but for some reason I'm really struggling with it. Okay. Just a little bit more and okay. Power slash all the swords out of the way and okay, jump over and see, just whip around. But yeah, Evil Rao actually is very agile and moves around a lot. So just keep an eye on her and you'll be able to get through this fight pretty easily. And remember, power slash often. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have her now, Ami. Let's finish off that fox-headed witch. Ignorant fools! You really think you'll beat that easy? I have the powers beyond belief. Here is but a taste of what the Dark Lord can do. Petty deity. It is only the size of this room that saved you. It is far too small for me to unleash my true fury. However, resistance is futile, for your last remaining hope is gone. I shall now return to Oni Island and rally my dark forces. Then, will go forth and crush all who stand against the darkness. Amaterasu had allowed the Dark Lord to slip away. The display of evil sent chills down the wolf's spine. Amaterasu and Isun were left to wallow in overwhelming sadness. Himiko had remained steadfast in her quest to find Oni Island. In the end, she lost her life at the hands of the Dark Lord. With Himiko died, all clues to the location of Oni Island, Amaterasu and Isun were left with nary a shred of hope. Giving up on their quest seemed the only option. That's when they noticed that the blood-caked crystal ball spewed forth by the Dark Lord clearly displayed an image of Himiko. Isun, doubting his eyes, listened intently as Himiko began speaking. She explained that Oni Island would not be easy to find, and that she had determined to become ethereal and enter the crystal ball herself in search of clues. She had allowed herself to be consumed in order to use the Dark Lord's power. She was also aware that the Dark Lord now possessed the Fox Rods. All was planned. Himiko's will infused the crystal ball with great power. The fortress housing the dark forces materialized. Oni Island appears only at sunset in a certain location. The place revealed by the crystal ball was none other than a spot just off the northwest shore of Ryoshima Coast, near the spot known as Watcher's Cape. Oni Island would appear again at Watcher's Cape at the next sunset. A small glimmer of hope returned to our heroes' hearts. Just as the image of Oni Island faded from the crystal, a deep crack appeared and split Himiko's image. She had paid the ultimate price for manipulating the dark power. The crystal itself had been spent. The destiny of Himiko's very soul had been inextricably intertwined with that of the crystal ball. A burst of blinding light heralded the crystal's demise. Himiko's soul was caught up in the shattered fragments and drifted serenely toward the heavens above, even as she prayed fervently for Amaterasu's safe passage. Ami, the sun's gonna set soon. Oni Island's gonna disappear. That revelation Himiko risked her life to tell us. Whatever we do, we can't let it go to waste. Who cares if we can't break the barrier on Oni Island? Let's make a beeline for Watcher's Cape, Ami. Himiko, it can't be. We will stop the Dark Lord. Next time on Okami, we make our way to Oni Island to stop Ninetales, the Kitsune, the Dark Lord. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that, and just a quick rundown for next week's streams. It will be basically business as usual. Wednesday will be more Kingdom Hearts 2. Friday will be continuing the Ocarina of Time randomizer that I started yesterday. And then Saturday will be more Okami. So, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and you'll have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.